want a baby, but I don't really want stretch marks. I'm just gonna say it. Stay in there for my baby, please. And then, it's like uncontrollable. The hormones are just flowing. Hello and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Emily. I'm pregnant with my first baby. And I am so freaking excited. I have been absolutely obsessed with watching anything and everything pregnancy related on YouTube, like obsessed. Can't stop watching. And the last kind of video I made like this was my first trimester wrap-up video where I just kind of talked about my whole first trimester. But I feel like 24 weeks is like a pretty good milestone, so I kind of want to talk about like my 24-week update. I've watched a few others and I just like, I really love them, and it's crazy. I think that's 6 months, right? Like 24 weeks, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I'm out of breath. That's one thing we can talk about later, but I'm sorry if there's a lot of cuts. It's just gonna be me doing a lot of deep breaths. But I just wanted to say before I get started, if you're new, please subscribe, leave this video a like. Let's get started with the 24-week update. So first I want to start and talk about kind of like how baby's doing and where her stats are at. If you don't know, I am having a little girl. And I love like getting the size comparisons. I have like 6 different apps, and I just, every Sunday, because that's like my day I turn a new week, I sit down and I read through all my apps, watch all my videos. My cat's gonna scratch the post. Now I'm talking about you. So baby is about 11.5 inches long and 1.3 pounds. So in between like 1.25 and 1.5 pounds, somewhere in there. My cat's gonna join us. I hope that's okay. Otherwise he's just gonna scream at me until I pick him up. It's like I have a baby. So she can hear, like all of her senses are working right now. Her skin is becoming less translucent. I guess like their skin is literally so see-through that you can see their actual bones like through their skin, which is such a creepy thought. That's weird. She's growing eyelashes. I think fingernails. Is that a true fact? That could be a lie. But I know eyelashes for sure. All right, I'm sorry if this is at a slightly different angle. I had to change my camera battery. It's a whole thing. And I'm still out of breath. So we will continue. I don't remember where I left off, but I'm just gonna hop right into my 24-week update. Also, here is the little warning for any male family members. This might not be the video for you. I'm gonna be talking about all my parts and pieces. So if that grosses you out, or if you don't wanna hear that, love you so much. Go ahead and click out of this video because this is more for the ladies. But I have to give that disclaimer because you're not gonna say I didn't tell you so, okay? Unless you're my husband, then you've already heard it all anyway. So, okay, let's get started. First thing I have really noticed in week 24, more like 22 to 24, is that I genuinely have to stretch. I've joked in other videos that like stretching's boring, it's not for me, I hate it. I have to do it. It is now absolutely, without a doubt, without fail, my nightly routine. I definitely prefer to do it before bed because it is seriously so relaxing. And my back has been in a decent amount of pain. It's not even pain, it's more just like this annoying discomfort where it just feels like someone's like poking something in my back. I don't know, I can literally feel it now as I'm talking, but the only thing that gives it some relief is stretching before bed. I actually had like 2 or 3 days of like pretty bad tailbone pain, which my midwife told me it was most likely baby on a specific nerve that was really pressing in, causing that discomfort. So stretching, I really think, got baby into like a different position that kind of got her off that nerve, because I haven't felt that since, and I've been stretching like so consistently. And also, okay, so yoga ball, yes, amazing, but also a tennis ball. Oh, it is like, it really gets in there. It's like the only thing that really helps me is you get a tennis ball, put it up against the wall, and it's like a good leg workout too, but you just really have to get in there. It's magical and painful, but helpful. Second, I have been absolutely starving in the morning. Like, the mornings are definitely when I have my biggest appetite. I feel like I almost always have 2 breakfasts, just kind of like out of habit, I guess. Not even habit, just like out of my hunger cues. Like, I will eat my first breakfast, I'll have like a parfait or something, and then 20 minutes later, especially if I know I'm about to go to the gym, I'm like, I need to eat something else, because I know by the time I get to the gym 20 minutes from now, I'm gonna be like hangry, and then I'm not gonna have a good workout. So pretty much been eating like 2 breakfasts every morning, and then that normally holds me over until after the gym. Not super long, but otherwise, like, I don't make it through my workout or make it through whatever else I'm doing in the morning. So 2 breakfasts, it's a thing. Third thing is one of those little TMI situations. So again, if you are a male family member and you still have not clicked off of this video, it's your fault, not mine. But I watched another YouTube video about a woman's like 2nd trimester must-haves, and she said panty liners. And I was like, why would you need panty? Oh, yeah. So I don't know, again, TMI, I don't know if any other pregnant women have gone through this, but like, I like leak quite a bit, and not like pee, but like the other stuff, like the watery, it literally just like my underwear is just like wet, you know? I don't like talking about this kind of stuff. But I feel like with pregnancy, like, it's just different. It's different. So yeah, maybe invest in panty liners, because things are happening down there. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say about it. No, but really, I have to change my underwear like 3 times a day. It's very annoying. Fourth thing, all right, I'm not gonna number them. I'm just gonna keep going because I'm gonna confuse myself. Next thing is I am literally on my feet pretty much all day, or at least out and about doing something, except for occasionally, like I would say 3 times a week in the middle of the day, I just have to take a nap. Other than that, I am on my feet all day, which they say is great. It's like good for your circulation, yada, yada, yada. But like, my feet by the end of the day hurt so bad. And I'm sure that's a testament to like me needing to wear better shoes, but my feet hurt by the end of the day. There was actually a night a few nights ago where I was like, we were all tucked into bed, laid down, fan on, and I was just wide awake, and I could just feel my ankles throbbing. And it was like, it wasn't painful, but it was just I was very aware that like my ankles were swollen. So I did prop them up on a pillow just to kind of help with some of the blood flow. But yeah, oh my God, feet swollen, ankles achy. It was uncomfortable. If you have someone to give you a foot rub, if you are experiencing the same thing, I think pregnant or not pregnant, you should definitely ask for a foot rub. Oh, and my husband was sweet enough to point out that my ankles are looking a little puffy. That's fine. No, but it's true. Like, I definitely feel like my ankles have gotten like, I really think it's because of the blood. Like, I feel like the circulation is just not optimal. My sister actually got me some compression socks for Christmas, like cuter ones. Not like the pantyhose looking ones, but like cute frilly girly socks. So I really need to try those. And the super fun thing, your skin is stretching and expanding and growing. And as much as I would love to be one of those little Instagram girls who weigh like 90 pounds and doesn't get a single stretch mark, that's just not gonna be the case for me. It's just not gonna be the case for me. I am super fair skinned, stretch marks are genetics. Like, I lotion and oil my skin every single day just to say I did, you know? It's not gonna change. It's like your cells. It's not like topical elasticity that's gonna like do the trick. So if you're worried about stretch marks, don't, because you can't control them. They're gonna lighten up after you give birth. You'll be okay. I hate the thing of like, they're your mommy stripes. You're earning your stripes. I'm sorry. I don't want them. I want a baby, but I don't really want stretch marks. I'm just gonna say it. But sometimes you don't get everything you want. And it's natural. It's just your skin is stretching so freaking much. Like, I'm so jealous of the women who do not get any stretch marks. Like, how does your skin stretch like that? That's so impressive. But yeah, I don't have anything crazy, but they're definitely starting to make their appearance. So whatever, it's happening. And next thing is irritability. Oh my. It's like uncontrollable. Like, I will literally be in my head like, you are out of control. Like, this is so silly for you to be upset about this. Calm down, breathe, relax. But in the moment, it's just like the hormones are just flowing. They're just flowing out of me. I don't know if it's the estrogen or like what it is, but oh my God, I've been so irritable. Even just making this video, I'm not kidding. It's like the universe was testing my patience. I was losing that test. I was failing that test. I was like storming around the house because this house, like, I have every light on in these rooms right now, plus like the little tabletop ring light, because my big ring light broke. I was fuming. I wanted to film in the nursery, but it was too echoey, but that's like the best lighting in the whole house because the light bulbs are in cool tone. There's a window, there's lighter walls in there. It's just like the best lighting. My house, I was like, this place is a cave. I can't film here. I hate filming in this house. Everything's dark. My ring light's broken. My cameras won't fit here. And I was just like, oh my God, it's not that deep. You have a dark house, buy a new ring light. But I don't want to buy a new ring light. And my house is really, really freaking dark and it's annoying. Another example of my beautiful irritability, God bless my husband. We had a few nights off because New Year's, I think. So there was like a couple extra days that we had off and we're kind of out of our routine. We ate a little later, like 2 nights in a row. By a little later, I mean for us, it's like 7:30, which I don't like. I don't like eating that late. It makes me feel crappy. It doesn't sit well on my stomach. Like, it's just not, I'm ready for bed by 8:30, so that doesn't give me very long. But we had eaten dinner like late a couple nights in a row, and while I was doing the dishes, I was just like snowballing in anger.
I hate eating this late. I shouldn't be cleaning the kitchen this late. This is ridiculous. This has gotten so out of hand.
And it's just like, it's stupid. Like, it's just, can you tell I like my routine? I'm a very routine driven person, which I think will really help me with baby, but in my normal life, kind of drives my husband nuts. Don't blame him. Moving on. Oh, touching back on back pain, because that is something I really wanted to like touch on in this video because it has been like the most annoying thing lately. I definitely think that it's linked to my hydration for sure. And also inflammation, obviously, like pregnant or not, if I'm eating a bunch of sugary stuff, which I love so much, breads and pastas and sugar, like that, definitely I can tell the difference in the irritation in my back. So trying to really combat some of that sugar with water, but also just watching my sugar intake too. But definitely think diet and water are tied heavily to that back pain. I am also considering seeing either a chiropractor or getting like a prenatal massage. This is like pain that I've had since before my pregnancy. I feel like my pregnancy is just agitating it like beyond what it was. So if you're not pregnant and you're planning on being pregnant, all your little ailments and pains, probably expect them to get like a little bit more noticeable with pregnancy, and just be prepared to like handle those. If you need to go see a chiropractor or whoever, I would suggest doing that. I'm gonna probably end up trying it out because I need some kind of relief. And to be able to say like, at least I tried something, I'm doing the stretching, but I do feel like I just, like there's something that just needs to happen back there that I can't do myself. At least I don't know how to do it myself, so I need to get help. Okay, next thing. This is something that I was not expecting. So apparently it's like, I don't know if it's common, but it does happen in pregnancy where like you start leaking from your boobs pretty early. This week is the first week where I have leaked from my boob. And it is so weird. It's so weird. Like, I don't know, to go from like, ew, why am I getting emotional? I can't. But to go from having boobs, oh my God, I'm literally gonna cry. I hate myself. To go from having boobs that do not produce milk because you are not a mom, to growing your own child, and then your boobs produce milk that is going to nourish like your baby is so freaking cool. Like, it is so wild. I hate myself for getting emotional. Sorry. Hold please. But it is just so cool. Throughout this whole process, it's been so crazy to see how nature really takes its course and your body changes so much, and every change is so intentional and functional. Like, your nipples get bigger and darker because your baby doesn't see super great, so nature takes over and helps them. Like, it's just like, I just think it's fascinating and so amazing. So yeah, I've been leaking a little bit. I asked some of my friends, like, does that mean I'm gonna be like a super milk producer? And they were like, I don't know, maybe. Like, I don't think it's a great indication, but it is very exciting and it's very cool to know that my body can do that and is doing that. I know that first supply of like colostrum is like the most magical, amazing thing for your baby. And I'm already like, no, like, stay in there. I want to save you all for my baby, because it's literally, it was like 3 separate occasions of having like a drop or 2 come out. How am I supposed to save that? I want to talk to my midwife, but I feel like you're not supposed to like pump before your baby comes, right? Like, can't that mess up your supply? I don't know. I'm going to talk to her about that because I'm not an expert, but yeah. So pretty cool, but I'm definitely like, stay in there for my baby, please. Next couple things I wanted to touch on are actually things I haven't experienced that I feel like a lot of women do, or at least a lot of the videos that I've watched. They all say that they suffer from like heartburn, indigestion, like acid reflux. I haven't had any of those issues. Some women say it's like so bad it wakes them up at night, or it keeps them from falling asleep, which sounds miserable. I really freaking hope that I don't develop heartburn anytime soon or at all. But yeah, I haven't had any of like the heartburn, indigestion. It's just if we eat late, pregnant or not pregnant, I don't like eating late. It makes me feel like heavy and full. I just don't like it. But very grateful I haven't experienced any of like the heartburny stuff. Something cool that happened, Sean felt our baby kick for the first time. So I had been telling him and trying to describe to him like what it felt like, and I came up with like a very weird analogy. I don't know if anyone else will relate to this. It kind of feels like if you imagine you have a string attached like to your skin from the inside, and someone's like tugging on the string from the inside, like that sensation of like your skin kind of being pulled. I don't know, is that weird? That's probably like bizarre, but that's what those really early movements felt like. It was just like this little pull. I don't know, it was weird. I know people say flutters. I feel like that's a pretty accurate word. That doesn't mean anything to Sean. He was just like, what? Like, I don't get it. And I was like, I don't know. Like, a flutter, you know? But yeah, we were just laying in bed one night and he had been asking for like a few days, like, can I feel her? Can I feel her? I'm like, you could try, but like, she's not kicking right now. I don't know. She gets shy when you're around. She doesn't like men. I'm just kidding. But he kept asking like, can I feel her? Can I feel her? I'm like, I can't make her kick. Like I can squish my belly and hope that it elicits a response from her. But I feel like for me, some other women say that works for them. That doesn't really work for me quite yet. Like I don't just push on her and she's like, oh, I don't know. But one night we were laying in bed and she was like going crazy. And I didn't even say anything. I just took his hand and I put it right on my stomach and I kind of pressed down a little bit because she's more towards the back. So it's harder to get those like feelings, especially on the surface. And she did like the biggest kick. Like there's no way it was her hand. Like it literally like vibrated. It was the perfect timing. And he was just like, oh my gosh. He's like, it's like an alien living in your stomach. But he's always talking to her and he tries to listen for her, and we bought a stethoscope so he could try to listen to her. She's kicking right now. I'm talking about her. But yeah, that was like a really, really cool, fun moment for him to feel her for the first time. And I think it just furthered in his mind even more like, oh my God, there's a living thing inside of me, which still blows my mind. So weird. Another thing, my memory is so terrible. I have to set alarms on my phone for everything. I have to write notes for myself everywhere for everything. My memory is terrible and I really don't like it because I'm a very punctual, very memorable, what's the word? I'm like anal about that kind of stuff. Like I don't like being late, forgetting something. I don't like feeling like I'm letting anyone down, but like my memory, it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating because it just makes me feel like, hello, what the heck is wrong with you? And even just like my coordination is weird right now. My balance is off a little bit. Like everything's just like a little weird. It's weird because you can really dissect and like pick apart all of your symptoms. But in my day-to-day life, like I'm pretty chill, you know? Like sometimes my back irritates me, but other than that, like I'm just living my normal life. Like none of these things are anything that like really impair me or my day. It's just when you sit down and really think about it, you go, yeah, that is kind of happening. Or like, yeah, my ankles do feel kind of throbby, but it's nothing that like impairs my day, if that makes sense. So I don't want to make pregnancy sound like scary or painful or anything like that, because I feel like I've been really lucky with like a pretty easy pregnancy. But like I said, if you really stop and think about like all the little changes and little feelings, like then there's a lot to talk about. And it's really cute because Sean acts like so impressed by me because obviously like I'm growing a human, and you hear all these horror stories about like these worst case scenario pregnancies and these crazy awful symptoms, and I'm just like kind of chilling doing my normal day-to-day, and he's just like, wow. I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty amazing. But no, it's really cute, and it's nice to feel like he views me as super strong and just like he's just like proud of me. It's really cute. It's really cool. I like it. Oh, I really wasn't planning on saying this in this video, but I have like some pet peeves. It irritates me. It's something I've noticed recently that like, again, not really that big of a deal, but then when you sit back and think about it, you're like, but when you tell someone like, God, I'm tired, and they're like,
just wait until the baby gets here. You don't even know what tired is. Just wait, you'll learn what tired really means.
is like okay. I can't be tired, like I'm growing a human. Don't I get credit for that? Like I know I'm gonna be tired when the baby gets here. I'm not saying that I'm tired now as if I've never been tired before or I never plan on being more tired than I am. You're not smarter than me. Like you're not teaching me anything. That's like something that I've noticed lately is like, I don't know if it's just something for people to say and they think it's like funny or whatever, but when people are like, you don't even know what tired is, I'm like, okay, cool. I know I'm gonna be more tired, I am aware. Or if you like stub your toe and you're like, ow, they're like, ugh.
Just wait until you give birth. You don't even know what pain is.
It's like, okay. So I can't be tired and I can't feel pain until after the baby. Got it. That was not originally a part of what I was gonna say in this video, but it is something that I've been thinking about a little bit lately that's just like, shut up. You don't know me. I think I will end this video with some of my like recent food cravings. I have not had any aversions at all for like weeks. Really no smells or like thoughts or ideas of food have made me like nauseous or sick at all. But I've definitely had some like cravings or things that I've really been enjoying lately. First thing being kiwi. I like literally never eat kiwi. I think I've had maybe 10 kiwis in my whole lifetime. I've eaten 10 kiwis every 5 days for the past 2 weeks. Like I am obsessed with kiwi right now. Ugh, my mouth's watering. I like the tang and sweetness of the green kiwi. Like it just, God, it hits the spot so good right now. Same with pineapple. I think I just want that really strong, zingy, sweet citrus, like, oh, so good. In yogurt, oh my God. That being said, I've been craving like just sweet stuff in general. So any kind of like cake, cookie, baked good, anything sweet. I'm just like, oh, it sounds so good. Like I think this is what the girl cravings, they're like, they just came a little late to the game. Because in the first trimester, all I really wanted was like salty stuff. And people were like, oh, if you want salty and spicy, you're definitely having a boy. But like now I'm craving sweet stuff and I'm having a girl. So I think they were just a little late. But anything sweet. Also, because I'm literally 6 years old, like any kind of like Capri Sun, Squeeze It, like the little twist top Squeeze It bottles, Gatorade, but yeah, any kind of sweets I've just been like obsessed with. As far as like salty and spicy, like any kind of spicy chip at all. Any spicy chip, does not matter. Spicy Cheetos, Doritos, Pringle, the veggie straws, that Terra brand. I just got these. Let me show you. Yeah, this Terra brand, they make like the veggie chips. I actually really like these. I doubt they're really like that much better for you, but I really enjoy them, so whatever. But I had never seen a freaking screaming hot version of these Terra chips, so like I definitely had, you know what, let's try them. I was gonna say I definitely had to try them, but let's just try them now. I don't know, doesn't look super spicy. I don't know. I like for it to kind of hurt a little bit when you eat them. This doesn't really hurt. Regardless, they're a good chip. I really like them, but I think I prefer a hot Cheeto, which I'm not proud of. But yeah, any kind of spicy chip, I'm like, I'm in. You can count me in if you got a spicy chip on board. But other than that, yeah, I wouldn't say my cravings are anything too crazy. There was like a short stint where I just wanted Doritos Locos Tacos from Taco Bell, and I definitely gave into those cravings a few times, but even that kind of like fizzled out. I haven't had any like weird combinations. Well, except there was one day where I was like, oh my God, I want sushi so bad, but oh my God, I also want deviled eggs so bad. So like I made deviled eggs and I bought like some cooked sushi, so don't come for me. I do eat sushi, but it's always like a cooked roll, like a tempura or something, if I'm like really craving it. Otherwise I like steer clear of it. But you know what? Sometimes you just need like a good tempura shrimp sushi roll for the soul. So I would say like that was like the weirdest thing I had, but it's not like I was making a sandwich out of the sushi and deviled eggs. I just wanted both at the same time. But yeah, other than that, no super crazy cravings, literally no aversions at all since really the first trimester. Thank God, because I really like food. The first trimester I like could not eat steak. Now I can eat steak again. I don't know, it's weird. But yeah, I think that's all I have. Did I cover everything? I think I did. We're planning my baby shower right now. My mother-in-law, my sister-in-law, Sean's cousin, they kind of took that over because I was just gonna plan something myself and they were like, oh, you're not supposed to plan your own baby shower. So I was like, oh, I didn't know there were rules about baby showers. I'm sorry. But my best friend Tiffany is flying in from Missouri, so I felt like it was kind of last minute to ask people to like plan something elaborate. But apparently they're doing that anyway. So I'm super excited to see what that turns out to be like. Building my registry was super fun. Maybe I'll do a video about that later on, but super excited to get the nursery going. Literally can't even express how excited I am. We actually just ordered our crib because the one that I really wanted went out of stock, and everything's going out of stock and is like months and months out from being restocked. So I kind of panicked and I found like my next favorite, and there was 2 left for under $200. So I definitely had to pounce on that. So that should be here in like 10 days or so. And we're just chipping away and doing whatever we can in the meantime. I'm trying to be patient until after my baby shower, because that is the advice I have been given, is like, try not to buy anything until after your shower, because you'll be like shocked at how much you get, or like shocked at the things people buy you that maybe you did or did not ask for. So I'm really trying to like sit on it and wait, but it's so hard because I'm just really excited. Yeah, okay, I think that really is all I have for this 24-week update. I feel like it was a lot. If you are a mama or a soon-to-be mama, give me some wise words down below. Your registry must-haves, or like the worst thing you bought, or what was something you were like really excited about but then literally never used, or your baby hated. It's so hard because every baby and every mom is so different and everyone has something different to say, and sometimes it doesn't even matter because whatever you think you're gonna like, your baby's gonna hate. I don't know. I still want to hear any suggestions or any advice and tips that I can get. So those would be greatly appreciated. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you have not subscribed already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Oh, I just realized I didn't do a bump update. If you want to see my bump, here it is. A little bit more like a pregnant belly and not like I gained 30 pounds. And my chest has gone up a cup size, so